I think whenever you're having something custom built, it's especially important to know everything that you can about what it is that you're investing in, because you want to make sure that it meets your expectations. So to me, the details of how something is designed and how it's built and how the materials are sourced, they're really important, because these are the things that are going to result in a really special piece of furniture, one of those few things that you use and enjoy for the rest of your life. From a design perspective, we put a huge amount of emphasis on making sure that the table base is perfectly in proportion to the table top, because the smallest angle or spacing change makes a really big difference to the overall look of the table. So every single leg option has been 3D modelled with every single tabletop size, so you know you're going to get a combination that's been specifically designed to fit together perfectly and be really balanced. Taking our helix-based design as an example, you can see that the curvature and the size of the base changes according to the size of the tabletop. My brother John oversees the design and build of all of our tables, and I think partly due to his nature and partly due to his background as a naval architect, he pays a lot of attention not just to the looks of the tables but also to the practicality and the stability of all of our base designs. All of our tables don't just look as good as possible, but they're also specifically designed to function as well as possible too. The design of our tables is important, but it's kind of meaningless unless everything's built in a really specific way. We've designed different processes that are specific to each material that we deal with. As an example, I'll tell you about our premium French oak, which is one of our best-selling products. Now, French oak is widely regarded as the best oak in the world, but even the best timbers in the world need additional measures to make sure that the result is consistent and that we can be confident that every single piece of furniture we put out there is going to last. We have a guy who goes over to France and inspects every single tree and hand-picks the cream of the crop, the ones that we decide to use. When you're working with pieces of timber of this size, conventional kiln drying just isn't sufficient. It still leaves some moisture in the timber, and it still leaves scope for excessive twisting and cracking. So when the trees arrive with us, we put them through our own specially designed drying process that is designed to remove any excess moisture. And this is really just the start of it. We have special movable joint systems, for example. Every single tabletop is reinforced with steel stiffeners, and we have different designs depending on the top material that we're dealing with and the thickness of that material. These things are basically done to allow the materials to expand and contract as they take in and release moisture from the atmosphere, and by allowing this natural movement it reduces the risk of excessive cracking and twisting. And the same level of detail goes into every single top material that we offer. For example, our stone tops all have fiberglass reinforcement ribs embedded on the underside just to give them that extra strength and rigidity. And really, every part of the process for every top material, for every table, it's kind of insurance to make sure that it outlasts us in a way. And that's why we can be so confident that when you buy one of our tables, it is something that you're going to be able to enjoy and to use for the rest of your life. It's not just the product that we spent so many years refining. We want the whole experience of buying and owning an Abacus table to be something really special too. So we have specifically designed warranties for every top material, every base. And the purpose of these warranties is to make sure that anything that possibly could go wrong is completely covered. So for example, with all our timber tables, you get our wood movement warranty. It doesn't matter how far you go to avoid wood movement, you just simply cannot completely eliminate the risk. So if you do experience any excessive wood movement, we will service the table generally around 12 months after it's installed, because that's what we call the settling period. So any movement that's likely to happen will happen generally in the first 12 months. The simple purpose of all our warranties is to make sure that if you buy something from us, it's not just going to last you forever, but it's going to be something that stays looking good forever. We make our furniture the way that we would want it to be made if it was for us personally. So that when you look at it, you just can't see any traces of compromise. So if you're the kind of person who wants to know that they've got the very best thing possible, I'm confident that an Abacus table would be a great fit, and I am also confident that you will get a huge amount of pleasure and enjoyment out of it for the rest of your life.